Hi, I'm here. It's me. I'm here. And I'm headphoneless because Stardew is raining and it's a bit too much for me right now. It's fine if I'm playing, but I can't do the rain and the talking. That's the part I struggle with. But I don't want to progress the line or anything. I don't want to like mess with anything because the sticky note that I've had on my desk for like a week. No, way more than that. Probably a month at this point. I don't know the last time I played. Says go fish in rain. In the rain. Sorry, there's a the there. Um so I don't exactly remember what um um uh I mean, I know that I'm going fishing for something. Oh, there we go. We're going fishing. It's spring. Yeah, right? Yes. It's spring. Um, which I think is the shad that I need to get. Because the walleye is winter. The shad is anything not winter. Um, tilapia is the summer. And then the two things that I need to get is the gemberry and the purple mushrooms. I need a lot of purple mushrooms because I have a lot of like the other mushrooms and the other things that you need for like life potions, but I don't have purple mushrooms, so I don't have any more light or I don't have any more potions. I don't know if that's like the thing that you're supposed to have, but I do. Like, why not? I guess. The life elixir or whatever it's called. Anyway, I have had the most ridiculous day. It's and it's just communication. That's all it is. It's simply if people knew how to communicate. That's like my whole thing, really. Didn't know you could get mushrooms for fishing. That's neat. No, that's just my list of things to get. Those two things at the end. I'm sure that you. The two things at the end were just two things that I also need to get. Um. So. Yeah. Um. I need those three fish because I think that's the last of the. Those three fish I think are the last of the community center. So the walleye, the shad, and the tilapia, and then everything else I think is done. Um, but the purple mushrooms and the gemberry are like the two other things that I need to work on. So, but, yeah, lots of randomness, lots of silliness. So I don't. The people communicate. Okay, there's like three lines of thought on this. And the reasoning behind like all three of them, all three issues that I've been having in the last like few weeks of my life are all simply communication. So the first one that's kind of easy to explain is I have been married for 3 years, moved out for 3 years. Cuz I was like I went to college and I came back and I was living at home for a little bit and like I still get invited through my parents to things. And it just gets frustrating sometimes that like my mom sent a message a little while ago of like, "Hey, our family friends are doing this thing on this date." And I was like, "Okay." And I my instant response was like, you know. So I wasn't going to like ask more questions. I was like, "I'll just see like if that date is even available." But I forgot because that's all the information was. It was just a date and like a general thing of like what it was, kind of. But like, I've been invited to these things so much of like, oh, hey, we're gonna go have a meal or we're gonna go do like this or whatever because it's a family friend. So it's been like our families will get together for random things for a long, like, that's kind of what I assumed. And I knew that the event was going to be something a little bit bigger than that, so like probably like a handful of families. But what I found out last night, and this is only because my sister reminded me that it was happening. Like, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming home this weekend." I was like, "Oh yeah, like, is there a reason you're coming home this weekend?" I'm excited, obviously, that she's coming home, but I was like, "Is there a reason?" And she's like, "Yeah, the event." And I was like, "That's this weekend?" Like, cuz it was like it was told to me like a few weeks ago. And so I like reached out and I was like, "Hey, like what time is that thing?" And my mom was like, "Oh, I assumed you guys weren't coming, so I RSVP'd for just like our group and not me and my house." Um and I was like, "Okay, like that's fine. Like I wasn't committed to going or anything. I just was curious because at the same time, I was wondering, like my siblings didn't know, and I'm trying to schedule my stream for tomorrow, so I was like, are my siblings not going to be available? Like do they have something going on?" And my mom like was like, "Oh yeah, it's catered and we were supposed to RSVP by the 12th." And I'm like, both of those things would have been good to know. Catered tells me it's like a big time event and not like a families getting together thing, and changes kind of my perspective of it. And then having like an RSVP date also changes my perspective of like I need to have a conversation with my husband, figure out our schedules, see if it's something that we want to go to, and then respond. But like, so yeah, I could have been like, "Hey, like, can you give me more info?" But like at the same time, if I'm being invited to something, why am I not just getting the info sent to me? Because like this person has like has my email, has my phone number. I'm pretty sure has my address. Like I could have gotten a separate invite, seeing as I am an adult, and I'm not just like you can't be like, "Oh, like mom, dad, and kids," because like my sister's in college and I'm moved out. So yeah, yeah, cause like and then it yeah like there's like a few different things. Like I could have expressed that I was interested or like that I wanted more information, but also like my mom could have reached out. She could have also like the text that she sent me would have been perfectly fine. Like she sent me like it almost like looks like she had copied and pasted like the invite itself, and I was like, you could have just done that the first time. Like I don't know, it's just yeah, get out of jail free card. Yeah, it's again, it's not like it's like I'm disappointed that I'm not going, but at the same time like it almost feels like I'm not actually invited, like the family friend doesn't actually want me to go, which wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, there's a reason that I'm a little bit distanced from this family friend. Not that I'm like I got married on their property, because they have like a really pretty property, and every once in a while they do weddings, and so it was like a good place. But yeah, well, but that's like the thing is that it's like the conversation I've been trying to kind of like have with my mom is like the conversations when I'm frustrated about a situation or like I'm talking about something that's happened, the way I don't know, it's like that weird how do you transition from being the child and like getting constructive criticism versus constructive criticism from like a friend's perspective, because I have to be like, "Hey, like mom, I'm not I don't want to be parented right now. I don't really want advice right now. Like I'm looking like I'm having this conversation as like a friend." And so I know that's upsetting to my mom, but it's also upsetting to me, but at the same time like I don't know how to change my perspective or her perspective. Like both of them conflict because she sees herself as trying to treat me as an adult, and I still have that like internal issue of thinking I'm still the kid. And so I don't know. I don't know. I, it is the weirdest thing ever. I don't know how to like aging up is weird. I know that's not the right way to say it, but aging up is weird, and like I'm the oldest kid too, so it's like my sister's getting a different perspective and my brother's getting a different perspective, and I like, yeah, anyway. It's an easy change to say, yeah. I mean, I've always been used to that though. Like, I don't know if that's just like the person that I am, but I tend to get those people. And I tend to be that person too, which is hard. So, easier said than done, of course. Yeah, aging up. Uh, so that's the quick and easy. Again, I have 3 of these, okay? So that's the quick and easy response of this situation. I got information a couple weeks ago. I got information last night, and now I'm just like also my brother messaged me and was like, "Oh, you're not going." And I was like, he's in the group chat. Like, this is a conversation of like, "Hey, what time is that thing?" Oh, I didn't RSVP for you. But we could still see, like, we could, whatever, was in the group chat. And I was like, all right, whatever. Um, but I kind of was like, this is what's up. And my brother was like, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're supposed to be hurtful, but I understand what you're feeling. And I was like, thanks. Okay. But yeah, so the other so I'm like going in progression of like how much I have to say about these things, right? So the next one is I'm playing um what we angy about. Communication. Grown adults cannot communicate. I get better communication from teenagers than I do from grown adults that I work with. And it's phenomenal. It's something. It's really bizarre to me. So this other thing is I have the same problem right now. It's ridiculous. It's yeah. So let me back all the way up. Okay? So we have in my town we have a rec adult rec leagues, and we have like multiple different sports that you can do. One of them's volleyball. I played volleyball in high school. I really like volleyball. It's my preferred way of exercising, and so I was like, you know what? I don't know any like teams. I don't know anybody. Like I've kind of played in and out of it before, so I'm like familiar with some people. Again, it's also in my town, so like I'm familiar with some people, but I don't have like a team I can join. So I filled out a thing called a free agents form or whatever. Basically I put in the information of like who I am, like the little bit of like how much knowledge do you have kind of a thing. And just filled out like basic phone like contact information. You get put on a list. That list is given to teams that are looking for players, where it's like, oh, we have like most of the team, but we need like one more person, or we need 2 more people. And they can contact you from that list. So I got contacted on the Saturday before the league started, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to play?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm interested. Like, what times are you guys playing? Like, what's like basic information just to make sure I didn't have any conflicts." And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." So Sunday, I get like the form, and I'll like fill out the information. I give my address, yada yada, and um, I was like, "Okay, cool." That evening, I think, we were all put into a group chat, and I discover that the person that was contacting me and getting me signed up is a part of the original team but won't be playing this year. So the whole situation was that they like registered a team, and then they all just started like dropping off and couldn't keep going. So I was like, okay, so I guess maybe they had already paid the money, so the only way that they thought they could like get their money back would be to like fill up the team with people that could play, because all of their stuff is like conflicted or whatever, or injured or whatever. So I found out that the original team had like 4 people not playing, and then they filled the team with free agents, so me and like some other people that also didn't know the team. So I was like, okay, like it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure like it'll be fine. I show up to the first one that next Monday. So like I get the group chat saying that like, hey, this is the team. You need 6 people to play. The message had 7 people in it, including the person that's not going to play that was like getting us all in the group chat. And so we show up. There's one person that's already there, and I showed up like 15 minutes early, just because of warm up and like making sure I was in the right spot and everything. There's one person there, and then so she was relieved because I showed up, and I was like, uh-oh. So there's 2 of us. 2 of us show up, and it's getting like, or we play at 6:30. So we're like warming up. Okay, well maybe they'll show up. I don't know. And like the people are pretty like laid back and pretty nice and stuff. And they're like, we'll just play anyway. Like we'll just split our team up and we'll just like play for fun. But like our team would be forfeit basically. But like fill up the time and still play because it's rec league. And I was like, okay. And then we had 2 people show up at 6:30. So we had a team of 4. You're supposed to have 6. We had a team of 4, and we were all like skilled enough that it was fine, and we ended up winning because the other team was, I don't know if they were just not as familiar with the sport. So we ended up winning, which was great, but at the same time, there's 4 of us. That means we're down 2 players. We like it's a third of the team, right? Yeah, we have 2/3 of the team. And so we're like, oh, okay, like that's fun and fine and dandy, but that's not great. So I sent a message and I was like, hey, we're actually going to have a whole roster, right? Like, are we gonna have a team? Like, is this what's going on? And people are like, oh yeah, like I couldn't, or blah blah blah. Like, yeah, we'll be there next week or something, or I can only make it to these games that are at a later time. And we're like, okay. So didn't hear anything. Week 2 comes, and I send out a message on Sunday night. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna take charge. I don't know, nobody else is. So I send out a text and I'm like, hey, who's gonna be there? Our game is at this time. We're gonna wear this color or whatever. Like it was like a basic like, hey, who's coming? So we got some responses, and then a bunch of people that were like, oh, I can't play at that time because it was at 6:30 versus like, because they play it 2 times. They play at 6:30 and they play at 7:30. So they're like, we can't make it to the 6:30 one. So it was like, okay, it was gonna be 3 of us again, I think. 4 of us. And we were like, I don't want to do that again. Like, this is stupid. Why do we, like, I paid money for this. Like, I'm not gonna play just like a partial game and like get our asses handed to us. Highest. I hope you're good. So I contacted my friend and I was like, hey, do you want to come and play? Do you want to be a sub? And she's like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Because it was like totally last minute. I messaged her that morning and I was like, hey, you want to play? And she was like, sure. And I hadn't talked to her since like probably for like a year or 2. Because like we went to college and we're like in the same college together, high school together, kind of in the same area, but we just don't, I don't know, we just don't talk. I was like, so totally out of blue, but do you want to play? She was like, yeah. So she came, and I'm pretty sure illegally subbed for us. I don't know what the rules are. Again, I'm not the team manager. I was a free agent. I'm supposed to just be playing and joining the team as an extra, but most of us are free. Anyway, so, she came and played, and I was like, I'm just gonna, like, if you want to keep playing, I'm just gonna see if I can get you added. I was like, if you fill out this information as a free agent, I will tell our person to add you. And she's like, okay, cool. So we get her added, and it was also, yeah, I spent money on this. I spent almost $50 to play. Because like they have like a team purchase and then they just divide it to all the teams. So it's not like a ton of money, but it's still money. To like basically not play. I was like, are you like to be playing, like sort of playing, because we don't have a full team, and like it's not, in my opinion, it's like not true volleyball. I'll continue with that thought in a second. So I go through the process. Just wanted to clear that up because you said free agent. No, free agent as in I am free on a like at the free list of people. I'm not committed to a team yet. So I was considered a free agent because you need to do. Yes, okay, so I do plan on having my own team. Um what cheating was I doing? Yeah, I have some mods on my Stardew. Um but I mean the biggest cheating one is the Skull Cabin one. Um so yeah. Um so I got added to this team. So I contacted the person that contacted me and I was like, hey, it seems like we're not really going to have a roster. It seems like we're struggling to get people to join or like to be there. So can we add my friend? And she was like, yeah, you can contact so and get them added. And I was like, okay. So I contacted them and I was like, hey, I'd like to get this person added. And she's like, okay, well, we need confirmation from the team manager. And I was like, so she looped in the person that I had just contacted. And so she was like, because I basically straight up said, like, hey, the person that's supposedly in charge of our team isn't even actually playing. So I guess I'm taking charge of this. I don't know, like, what process you want to go through. And she was like, well, we still need confirmation. I was like, okay. So in her email to that person, she was like, or to our captain, she was like, do you want somebody else to be team manager for this season? And she responded and was like, yeah, Michaela can be it. That's fine. So I'm now team manager, but I've been given no information. I don't know rules. I don't know like expectation. I don't know like do I need to tell them I'm forfeiting a certain time in advance? Like none of that information. All I can do is approve my friend to join, so I added her, changed the group chat to add her into it. And yeah. So then week 3, we don't have a game because the school is being used and so we can't use the gym. So week 4 comes and I send out a message and I'm like, hey, new group chat, I added somebody in. I know this might be an issue if we have everybody show up at this one point, but like I'm comfortable with like, like sharing the court. Hopefully everybody else is. I was like, we have a game at this time, who can be there? And I got like I think from week 2 and week 4, I got people that just did not respond. And I was like, what in the actual heck? Like, why are these people that just do not respond? No anything. Like, not a yes, I'll be there or a no, I won't be there. And they wouldn't show up either. So I was like, not responding is not communicating. And I still want to know, like, just because you didn't respond doesn't mean I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, they're not playing. So we like had another week where we only had a certain number of players, and then we just started bringing people, and like unfortunately some of them have played before, some of them haven't, and so we were struggling with like having subs that just didn't know how to play. And so I'm trying to figure out like how to make it so we can actually still have fun and not just play hot potato volleyball, because I don't think that's volleyball. Well, okay, let me take that back. It can be fun, but it's really difficult as somebody that does know volleyball to play that way, where it's like just keep the ball in the air. Like most of the team, I think like 4 of us actually like have played volleyball and like have like roles that we try and play, and so it was making it really difficult to play mixed levels. Anyway, so I finally got a response from 2 of the people, and they're like, oh yeah, like we're coaching right now. And I was like, then why are you on the team? And not to mention, like, that's fine. Okay, you can only make it to a certain number, or you can only make it to the ones that are at the end of the season. That's fine. But you expect your teenagers to communicate if they're not going to be at practice, or if they're not going to be at a game, or if they're having an issue, or they're going to be late to practice. You expect teenagers to do it. Why can I not get a response out of you? You are a grown human. There is a sign up, there is a schedule. All of it has been given to them at some point. Yeah, it's every Monday at either 6:30 or 7:30. So this last week, I contacted them and I was like, or I sent in the group chat, I was like, hey, who's going to be there? The two coaches, I was like, I already looked at your guys' schedule because I knew what school it was. I was like, I already looked at your schedule, so I know you can't be there. You don't have to confirm. You don't have to, like, you don't have to do anything. I know you won't be there. I decided to do like a full message, like directly to people. So I contacted one of the numbers and I was like, hey, are you going to be there? And she was like, yeah. I was like, great. Contacted the other one. She responded and goes, oh, I quit after the first week. Can you take me out of the group message? And I'm like, we are 4 weeks in. You have moved different group chats and you never once wanted to tell any of us that, like, oh, I'm not a part of the team anymore. Like, now you're telling me that you want to be removed from, like, you've had 4 weeks to tell us that you're not freaking on the team. And I don't know if it's like she didn't communicate with me or she communicated with the other one and they just didn't tell me, like the official captain or whatever. And I was like, freaking kidding me. So it's just, I barely got a response this last week where we were just like, I have been just like clawing at these people to be like, are you coming? Are you coming? So like, I don't know. I know. They signed up for this. They were like, oh yeah, we thought that some of the games would be at 8:30. And I was like, bruh, the schedule's right there. They're like, some of the games are, I'm like, if you are gonna miss a certain, like, the games are at 6:30 or 7:30. And then, yeah, maybe in the past they've also been at 8:30. But if you're going to miss an entire section where it's like, I can only make the ones that are at this time, then maybe reconsider. Or make sure that you have, like, you have your sub that plays whenever your opposite is. Like, it should not be me chasing everybody down. Yeah. No, you have to pay in town. Like if you're in the city limits, it's like, no, it's free, I think. Not like free as in you don't have to pay at all. You only have to pay like the team fee. But if you are out of the city, even like your zip code is slightly wrong, but you still live like 5 minutes from the place, you have to pay $20 just because you're like out of district. So they, I think, are in district, but so they paid whatever it was in order to be on the team. Anyway, yeah, so I even asked them, I was like, so you guys are still gonna like have playoffs next week, so if you guys lose, for example, in playoffs, you're done, your season's over, are you coming after that? Or yes, it takes less than a minute to send a response. I don't need an apology. I don't need a, hey, I have this going on, so I can't be there. I don't need an elaborate thing. Just tell me, yes, I'll be there. No, I won't. I don't give a rat's ass. Why? Just say yes or no. And I even send these, like, it's like Sunday evening. It's not like, and then I'll even, if I haven't heard from a certain people, I might send another message like Monday morning. Like, hey, like I haven't heard from so and so, can you guys play? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. So there's a couple of people, there's one person that I talked to her and I was like, so like if I made my own team, would you join? And she was like, yes. And I was like, great. So I would be stealing from the original team. The rest of us are all still on the free agents list. So we were never a part of the original team anyway. Also, hi, people. Hi. So they weren't a part of like the original team, so I don't feel bad about like stealing them. So I've talked to, obviously my friend is like mine. I brought her, so she's mine. My mom, my friend's mom also, and then one that I'm stealing and one that's also a free agent. And I was like, so if I make a team, would you play? She was like, yeah. So technically I have 6. It's not like perfect because my mom is like, if you find somebody else that would be better, that's good. But I'll play if you want me to. And I'm like, why do you do this to me? She played perfectly fine, but she gets like down on herself, which is where I learned it from. And I'm trying so hard not to be that way. I'm also being crazy. Like, I want to come up with lineups. Like, people are like, I'm just here to have fun and play volleyball. And I'm like, nobody else is. Like, the teams that we're playing against literally have a rotation. Like, they have, like, everything set up. They've been playing in the same league and, like, playing the same team for a while. So they, like, have their groove down. And I'm just trying to get 6 players on the court. I'm like, ugh. So this next time, I'm gonna make my own team. The team really liked the name Hits and Giggles, so we'll probably do that. And then at this point, I have 6. So long, no, short story long. Yes, um, the communication is grown adults that either didn't tell me for 3 weeks that they're not on a team, but they're in the group chat still, and being coaches that require high schoolers to communicate with them, but yet they can't communicate with their own team that they won't be there. And they never like sent like a, hey, we're not going to make it until the season's over, or we can only make the 7:31s, or we thought there would be 8:31s or something. Because along with that, all of my subs, other than my friend that I actually officially put on the team, the other ones, it drove my mom crazy. She was so uncomfortable with it. She was signing for somebody that's not her. Like, we literally just have them sign a name because you're supposed to, like, initial who you are to, like, be like, oh yeah, the official people are playing that are supposed to be playing that have been registered or whatever. So we've been illegally subbing people, and I'm like, I don't. We are. We this last week we were 7th in league, and this week we moved up to 6th in league. So it's not like we're like winning from this. We're just trying to freaking play. And we have lost every single one since the first one. And we go up against my friend, like one of my other friends' team this week, and her team is ranked 2nd. And I'm like, we're just freaking screwed. Okay. The third one is just this week. I don't even know. Are you guys like, you ready and prepared for this? Because I'm just gonna keep talking. We will go to Stardew, I promise. It's raining, and so we need to go fishing. But I have so many like ridiculous things. You're invested. It's okay. So Monday and Tuesday, I had a teacher that had reserved the library for a specific amount, like a specific date, and had to readjust it because all of a sudden the school was going to be doing like a testing thing on one of the days. And so she was like, well, can I move it? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So on Monday and Tuesday, I basically had the library closed for both of those days because there was like pictures and images up from a topic that the teacher is covering. They call it a gallery walk, where she had like information and pictures and like clippings from things like up on the walls. Kind of like in my pods because I have like little study rooms. So she had all of that stuff like taped up and everything. And so I was keeping the library closed because I couldn't, like, during, like, obviously the classes were coming in, but like during lunch I also kept it closed because yeah, there's trigger warnings up, but like at the same time, like, I can't manage who's going over there. And like during lunch it's just like free for all. It's like whatever students are coming in. So I just kept it locked. And I was like, all right. So for those 2 days I had the library locked. This whole time I'm getting told that we're going to be doing testing, like to the point where it's like It's the pre-ACT test. So all the sophomores, like the entire sophomore class, is taking it unless they opt out. So we're being told this. I'm being told from my husband, a teacher, that the library is going to be used. They haven't told me at all that the library is going to be used. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know. It's too bad that they won't frickin' tell me. So I'm like, okay, something's happening in the library. That's good to know. And I eventually did get some information. I found out that I was going to be like the one-on-one testing, so like the students that like either need the test read to them, or they just need to have like a longer test time, or need to be given breaks, multiple different reasons. Those students were going to be in why would the library need to know the library will be closed? Or anything scheduled in there. Oh my gosh. Okay. A lot of this happened today, but I have to kind of lead up to it, right? So the library being closed on Monday and Tuesday, the one teacher was gone. The one that actually set it up, because she's actually on maternity leave. So I didn't somehow the information just didn't fully get told to me. But she was like, at the end of Tuesday, somebody's gonna come and like take them down and like take care of all of it and everything. And I was like, okay. Well, the person that was supposed to come and take them down has also been sick and out for 3 days. And I was like, okay, well, we have testing on Wednesday and apparently stuff's happening in the library. So I pulled everything down. I was actually fairly nice. I did stick them together a little bit, but I kept the paper. And the tape actually wasn't super like destructive, which is weird. I know this sounds weird, but like you could actually kind of pull the tape off without like destroying the paper. So I just kind of like was throwing stuff together and like trying to get it cleared off because I'm like, I'm trying to leave. And I was trying to open for lunch finally because kids are like, why is the library closed during lunch? And I'm like, I'm sorry. So took all of that down. We had the testing. I didn't even learn until the start of school whether or not I'd be able to have students in there. Because, like, again, I have study rooms. So I assumed that maybe the testing would just happen in the study rooms and I could do my thing. I was like, maybe the library can actually be open still and, like, I can help the other students because, let's be real, if you have an entire class, a fourth of the students are in a test, and you are an electives teacher, for example, where now you're half of your class, you're not going to start new new information because half the students aren't there. So I kind of knew, I was like, there's going to be a lot of students that are like bored and need a book and whatever. And so I was like, it'd be really great if we could have the library open. So I was asking these questions and they're like, oh yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then I get information from another person and they're like, no, like we need the library closed. We're going to have students that are like out in the area testing. And I was like, okay. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Cause like there's tasks I could do in like the back rooms with the resource room and stuff. But I'm like, basically the whole time I was just like trying to find quiet things that I could do. And I'm like, cause like heaven forbid libraries have like quiet scanners, like barcode scanners. It's like so loud. They're so loud. I even tape the little like sounds spots and they're still loud. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so like the whole day I was just like trying to find quiet things that I could do and trying not to be disruptive to the testing. But again, I wasn't even told that it was going to happen or like how the library was going to be used. So I couldn't even prep. Because, like, they could have told me last week, like, hey, we're going to need it to be kind of quiet. You're going to be you can do, like, your thing. You can do whatever tasks you need to do. But, like, we're going to take over your space and you're not going to have, like, students to get books for. And I was, like, I could have prepped certain tasks to do that day. Anyway, so that's how that day went. Thursday, I come into an email saying, hey, I'm going to be requesting the library for first period. And I was like, okay. And it happened to be the teacher that's been out. so she was out sick, and her class didn't go through the gallery walk that was set up in there. And I was like, just so you know, the library, like the gallery walk has been removed. It's not set up anymore. Um, and I only reserved it for those 2 days. Like, I can't lock the library any longer. Like, we can't go a whole week with the library locked. It does happen sometimes, but that's like testing. Like, that's testing season. That's later in the year. I'm sure you'll hear a lot about that. Anyway, so she like basically was fighting me on it. Like, well, what was I supposed to do? I was sick. Like, my kids need to still do this. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that you were sick, but like, I can't, like, you can't just come in and like have me lock the library. And she's like, well, why do you even have to have the library locked for this? And I was like, your images are about like how poorly we treated people. Like, some of the images are like graphic, and the conversation is like harsh. Like, this is stuff that you're supposed to be taking really seriously, and it's supposed to be like a somber activity. I was like, I'm not gonna just have it open. And she was like, fought me to no, like, she was not gonna take no for an answer. And I'm like, you do realize that it's a library request, not a library tell. You're not telling me that you're using the library. You're asking if it's available. Went through this whole fight. I was pissed off the entire time. I finally just walked away. I was like, whatever, because she was adamant. She just started setting up the library. Like, oh, well, I'm going to set it up anyway. And I was like, oh my Lord. Like, you are impossible. So she hosted her whole class, which, by the way, she has terrible classroom management. The kids are like off the walls. They cannot behave. I can't imagine how they behave in a small classroom if that's how they behave in a library. Like, so I was overstimulated that whole time. Also frustrated with her to begin with. Then it's also a freaking earthquake drill during that period. So I'm like, so technically I'm supposed to be like making sure they make it off campus, but she can't even decide that they're actually gonna go. Because all I did was like for an evacuation. So we did like the earthquake drill, and then they announced we have to do an evacuation after the earthquake drill, so everybody evacuate. Which doesn't do anything, because the teachers are like, well, I'll evacuate if everybody else does. And you're like, no, that's not how this works. They said evacuate, get off campus. And I was like, I'm not even gonna deal with her right now. I'm gonna let her do her own attendance. She's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. And so I just collected my people, and we left. And eventually she decided to leave. I'm not even sure she had like her emergency stuff with her that she's supposed to have with her when she's not in her classroom. Anyway, so went through all of that. It was fairly quiet for the rest of yesterday, but here's the catch. She wanted to set up for today. How does that even turn into an option to not go through an evacuation? I don't know. I mean, they started going through and like clearing people out anyway, but like nobody was like out into the hallways yet. And so she was like, well, did they actually mean that? Like, it started questioning it, and I was like, bro, just go. Like, be the one good person that the school is like, thank you for following the rules. Like, heaven forbid you're a goody two-shoes. This, like, no. Teachers are so weird, though. Like, some of them can be serious sticklers, and others are like, whatever. Like, why does no one have any idea what's going on? For true. It was, yeah. Also, not to mention that that's like the 4th drill that we've had in 2 weeks. Like, it seems like it, like, you can't even get into the rhythm of school because they're just like drill, 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 and we're like, ah! Anyway, the drill took forever because we couldn't find a teacher that was on prep that decided they just weren't going to evacuate. I can't make this shit up, man. Okay. So they were on prep, so they just stayed in their classroom, and we almost failed the drill. You can fail drills, by the way, in school. They, like, I think it's like time limited, and also whether or not you actually filled out all of the stuff and like checked all the right boxes, those kinds of things. So we almost failed it because the teacher was just couldn't be found. Yeah. be safe or not. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's like they do say it's a drill. Like in the announcement, they were like, we're doing an earthquake drill. Okay, now we're doing a just like if it was a real thing, we're going to evacuate because after an earthquake, you should evacuate. Please, everybody know this. You should probably not be in a building anymore after an earthquake. Anyway, so we went through all of this. Finally got back in. I think the rest of the day was good. I don't really. Luckily, my doors are still set up for a meeting I used to go to last year, and so at 2 o'clock my doors lock, and I haven't fixed it yet. I haven't updated it. So for the rest of the day, from like 2 to the end of the day, I wasn't interrupted. It was nice and quiet. But this teacher that was setting up decided that she needed, because we have AB block for our school, so they have 4 classes on one day, 4 classes the next day, the same 4 from the last time, if that makes sense. So she's like, well, I need it for first period today and fourth period tomorrow. So the first period of second period of the day on this day, and the fourth period, the last period of the day, the next day. So I was like, you're going to be set up for the next 2 days, basically. Like, that's what you've decided, is that you're just going to be set up and that I'm supposed to deal with it. So the students, unfortunately, I locked, because I can lock the study rooms. And so she was nice enough to remove the disturbing images. And then I still locked the pods because I was like, whatever, like, there's stuff that's up and I don't want to get into a big hissy fit about whether or not the stuff was destroyed or something's missing or whatever. Or who knows what. So I locked them, and the students were like, can we go in the study halls? And I was like, no, I have to keep them locked because there's stuff in there. So for 2 days I had the library half available. So then we get to today, and I have said so much already that I am now forgetting how my day went. I had a virtual meeting this morning with all of the library people. We have a meeting like every 3 weeks or something. So I'm in the middle, like literally is pretty quiet until my meeting. Then all of a sudden a teacher starts sending students down to the library to renew their books or get new books. And I was like, okay, I'm in the middle of a meeting. I was like, I can renew your books, but I can't help you find anything. So, like, if you have something new that you want to get, you're going to have to go find it yourself, and I can do that process, but, like, I'm not leaving where I am right now. And so I discover that this teacher is basically sending all of their students down, but, like, sending them 5 at a time. So, like, a group of 5 will come down, and then they'll go back, and the next group will come down. And I'm like, communication is key here. Yes, you're following my rules of students can place books on hold, and I will get them ready. But here's the thing. I won't always know that they're ready or be able to get them right away. So you can't like have a student place a book on hold and then send them immediately down. They might not be ready. So they were doing that. And he was also planning on basically having his entire class come down at some point during the day or during that period. And I was like, email communication, letting me know ahead of time would be great. Because I'm in the meeting. Like, I could have avoided this issue by saying, hey, I have a meeting at this time. Like, can we figure out another time? Can we figure out another way? Renewals was fine. I could just scan them and hand them back. Like, that's super easy. But I can't help anybody with anything. So I kind of was like trying to do recovery, emailing him while I was in the meeting to be like, I can't do this right now. I'm in a meeting. So then he tried to like come in and check with me, but I didn't really understand what it was that he was like checking in with me about. So I realized later that like maybe I could have avoided another issue, but anyway. So that happened in the start of the day. Then during lunch, like during the students' first lunch, I have a student that's trying to like come in and chat with me because she wants to talk to me. And I haven't been able to talk to her like all week because there's always an issue. The last time she tried to come and talk to me, I was having that fight with the other teacher that was like basically telling me, oh, I'm just going to use the library anyway. So I was peeved with that. So I didn't get a chance to talk with her. And the same thing happened today where all of a sudden, like, I'm trying to have a conversation with her and then everybody needs me. For whatever reason, all of these students need to print something all of a sudden and they need like 30 copies. And I'm like, guys, I have a little printer. It's not supposed to print 30 copies of everybody. And I was like, what class are you guys coming from? And they're like, they said my last name. And I was like, so my husband's doing this to me. Got it. Okay. It was his sub, to be fair. he didn't have work today. He had an appointment. So his sub is sending me students to help them with the books. And so I called him and I was like, why are your students printing stuff? Like, what is going on? Like, why am I print? And so, because they're like, well, we're printing like 30 copies. And I was like, is the sub having the students print like everybody's stuff for the class? I was like, that's not how this works. And so he was telling me, he's like, well, no, like they need it for like a project or something. And I was like, okay. So I was trying to help them. They're having an issue. The students keep asking me, can we use the like study rooms? And I'm like, they're not available. They're locked. Like, just pull on it. You'll know. And I have an admin that has decided, oh, well, we have this other test that needs to happen. So we're going to be using the library on these days. And I was like, oh, you are you? I look at my schedule, and sure enough, the 2 times that she asked for are literally during events that have already been, like, requested or are reoccurring or, like, have been on the schedule for weeks. So one of them is on Monday, where there's an advisory class, like a class that meets every single Monday in the library for class. That's a whole different issue. It shouldn't happen in the first place, but whatever. We ran out of classrooms, apparently. So I was like, hey, like, that's fine. I will schedule you for this day, but you're going to have to find a place for this class to go. It's happened before, which is why I even suggested it, saying you could move them, because she sometimes gets moved a lot, that class does. And so I was like, all at the same time, I'm trying to send this email, I'm trying to talk to the student, and students need my help for printing multiple copies of things that I have to run because the printer doesn't want to print multiple copies. So the other day that she was requesting was during a college event that we're having. So we're hosting a school to talk to 70 students, or like a large group of students, about their college. And it's been on the schedule since like day 1 of school. Like, the teacher that runs it had communicated with me their schedule weeks in advance because that's how communication works. Anyway, so I was like, hey, this other day isn't gonna work. And I looped in both of the teachers that were involved. So I put them, like, I CC'd them, and I was like, hey, like, I will schedule you for Monday, but you're gonna have to find another place for this teacher. Included that teacher. Thursday, the college event is already happening from this time to this time, so you're gonna have to talk with this teacher and loop that teacher in. All of this, like, stuff settles. I even linked my calendar. I was like, you could use the freaking calendar and see if it's even available to start with. But because they're admin, they just assume, well, the library is just meant for me. The number of people that just will come in and be like, oh yeah, can we use a space? And I'm like, no. That's what the reservation for, like, you can reserve it if you would like. Please reserve it. And they're like, there was one time that somebody came in and they were like, oh, everything's not available? This place is reserved? And I was like, yeah. The classroom space is being used. They're like, well, can we go in that room? And I was like, somebody's already in there. And they're like, well, what about this one? I was like, it's reserved. It's like, you can't just show up and be like, make a spot for me. It's not how this works. Anyway, I have been rambling for like literally an hour. But it just, that whole situation happened. It finally calmed for a second, but now I've got the other two teachers that are like, I like checked in with one of them. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I like hopefully like at least they offer the auditorium. No, the person responded, the admin responded and was like, "Oh, well, can you just do yours in the commons, which is the cafeteria?" It's like basically it's just a cafeteria space. And I was like, of all the places, like at least have the decency to offer the auditorium. Why would you offer be like, "Oh, well, we're going to move you from the library and we're going to put you in the freaking cafeteria." Like, what? Who does that? Oh my gosh, I know. To be fair, this admin is newer to the campus, but it's still like the, "Hey, is this available?" versus the, "Hey, I'm reserving it." I'm like, that's no. Yeah, I actually have a pretty spacious area, which is why it gets used so much. It can hold, so like I have a space that's 4 rows of 10 seats. So I technically have 40 that actually look at a projector. On top of that, I can seat another 16 on one side that like they can turn and look at the projector. And another, what's 16 times 3? 48 on the other side, and then I have the study rooms. So it can seat a good portion of people. Is that the right numbers? Yeah, I something. I don't know. So it does seat a good number of people. Which is why people try and use it. But anyway, it's like the not ask issue. I'm like, luckily I haven't been like roped in to like solve it. I just informed them. I was like, "I'll put you on the calendar for this, but you're gonna have to fix this. This one isn't gonna work. You're gonna have to figure something else out. And here's my calendar if you want to figure something out." And so I was talking with like the college person, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, hopefully they give you like a good like alternative or something." And so going back to the Wednesday, we were supposed to run both of the tests at the same time. But there was an issue with, because it was supposed to be the pre-ACTs and the PSATs at the same time, and like students could pick which one they were going to do. Most of them were going to do the pre-ACTs, but like 70 of them wanted to do the PSATs. So there was an issue or something with like running. Oh no, we're in an ad. It didn't let me snooze it. What's like the basic information? I don't know. What the heck? So the, now there's a hair. They were supposed to run them at the same time. But there was like an issue with the system, and so they decided not to. But I was talking to the college person, and he was like, "They fixed that on Friday. There's no reason that they couldn't have run the test on Wednesday. Like, there was no reason not to." So now they're just causing this bigger issue because they have to run it by the 31st. By the end of this month. It has to be run before then. So they're stressing because they're running out of time, but they could have run it on Wednesday and are claiming it was a system error. And we're like, no, it's not. Anyway. And then at the end of my day, that same teacher was still sending me students, but that teacher that has terrible classroom management was also in the library and was literally like, I was feeling so overwhelmed. Thank you for being here, JT. Appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful sleeps. And I hope you get to sleep in. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you. Yeah, so like while I'm overwhelmed by that class that's in there because they're like literally running through the space. And again, this is supposed to be a somber activity that they're doing. No, they're running. And I have the teacher that's sending students down again. I'm like, guys. It's like by the time that I had gotten a couple of books off the shelves that people had requested, I would sit down and there'd be more there. And I was like, and then students also coming to renew their books, and so I have to help them, but I'm also trying to get books. And it was just like, I felt like I was running in circles. And half of it was simply because of communication. Because if that teacher had contacted me ahead of time and said, hey, my students are going to need to like renew and recheck, like get new books and stuff, and I'm planning on having them do it during these classes, I would have been like, awesome. I have a meeting at this time, which is by the way on the calendar. I have a meeting at this time. Is there like an option to move it, do it a different way? Students can renew books, but I'm going to need a different process for collecting books. Like, I could have come up with a solution. Same with that fourth period, where it's like, also, during the fourth period, there was a teacher that sent their students out into the school to scavenger hunt. And they kept coming in the library. And I was like, guys, there's nothing in the library. Stay. Like, if you're not in here for a book, please get out. Or in here for the class. Because there was already, like, managing the kids that were coming in with a pass to get a new book versus the students that were coming in just looking for random crap versus kids that were coming in because the teacher kept sending them out to go to the bathroom and come back. So I had like 3 different groups of students that would be coming into the library, and I was like, I can't keep track of you all. So yeah, it's like, it's little things where it's like, 1, there's a calendar, 2, communication, 3, communication, 4, like, not to, like, and as well as, like, the whole issue where the teacher was just basically like, oh, well, I'm gonna use the space anyway. And I was like, the words I said was, the library is a privilege. Like, the library is not available. But of course, I didn't have, like, a specific event that I could be like, no, you can't have the library because of this, which would have been great. But instead, technically my schedule is open. My issue was being locked, like have certain things that were locked because it just wasn't appropriate for everybody to look at. Again, not that this material was stuff that's like not appropriate. It's just, I mean, like you study different things that happened in history, and sometimes it needs a warning beforehand because we were terrible people. That's all. Sometimes, too. Well, Anyway, I hope everyone else is amazing, but I keep running into these stupid communication issues. Like, I think some people think that I over communicate, but I feel like I run into less issues because as soon as I know that something is going to affect another person, I try and let them know. Like, even my friend who's in tech, I'll have somebody that'll come and like ask me a question, and I'll be like, oh yeah, like I can't answer that, but you could reach out to this person. I'll like message her and be like, hey, by the way, like somebody came and asked this question, just so you know. Like, if it's something that I feel like she should have a warning for, like, it's not that hard to be like, oh, this might affect another person. I should maybe reach out or communicate, or, oh, hey, we're going to be using the library. Maybe I should connect the librarian person to the process. No. Nope. People don't. But yeah, we expected out of the high school. Let me read this email to you. It is silly. Let me just read this email to you. It cracked me up when I read it. I was like, okay. Um uh so I send out an email whenever a book that's on holds is available. I will email the student's email, a template email, like it's super basic. I'd be like, hey, your book's available, you can come and pick it up with a pass, or like during your lunch, library's closed between lunches and after school, because again, they don't pay me to be there to the end of the day. Super stupid. Anyway, so the student responds 2 hours later, by the way, which is pretty reasonable. Most students don't respond in general, but this student responds and said, "Thank you for the email, ma'am. I will bring my books on Monday. It completely passed me by this morning. My apologies." Because she had 2 books on like overdue and one on hold. So I was like, "Hey, please remember to bring your old books, and then I have a new one for you." And that was the response. "Thank you for the email, ma'am. I will bring my books." It's really silly, and I know who the student is, but the fact that even a student had the time to send a full email response saying what their plan is. "I will be bringing my old books on Monday. I apologize for not bringing them today and getting my new book." Like, high schoolers have better communication. Ugh. And now I have 2 emails that I can see that I've received since leaving school. I had a teacher that emailed me and was like, "I tried to find you after school." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm off at 3:15. The bell rings at 3:30. I was off campus." You couldn't find me because technically I'm not working. They have been able to find me in the past, which is why they think that I work longer than that. And so they're like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I was gone because I was done working. Get off of campus before the craziness of the bell." Because like all the students are then trying to get off campus. Also, my headphones are like, you can't see it because it's black, but like the pleather is coming off. So I keep finding like black flakes on my face. But it's still raining. Do games, okay, so you know how like TVs get like the burned image on them? Is my monitor gonna have a burned image on it? I mean, I should have had just chatting. Now my voice feels funny because I've been listening to my own voice without headset. Am I quieter or louder now? I have loop earplugs, and my husband said that I'm actually quieter when I have them in, but I feel like I'm yelling whenever I'm using them. Which, like, in theory makes sense, but, like, I don't know. Anyway, is everybody so glad that they listened to that whole rant? I told you I had lots to say. What is this? What the heck? I'm very distracted today. Was a good story. I'm glad. My husband's always joked, he goes, "You should really just do like a just chatting stream every once in a while." And I was like, I feel like I wouldn't have a lot to say. And he's like, I think you would. He's like, "You rant a lot." And I'm like, "Yeah, but not everybody wants to listen to a rant." Today was drama. I want to know, like, if any other person would handle it differently. Am I the one that just is failing to be able to, like, manage multiple things at once? But at the same time, I also know that I actually do my job. And some people, like, the biggest problem is people don't realize that I actually have other tasks, and I'm not just sitting there waiting for a student to check out a book. I have other things to do. Like, I'm not just sitting there waiting for a student to come to the library. And I think people forget that. It's, yeah. Anyway, are we... I feel weird transitioning now to playing a game. I bought a new game that I thought about playing today and I didn't end up downloading it. But I bought a new game. It's on Steam. It's called Witchy Life Story, I think. But it looks really cute because like it has like cast options, so you can like make your own little like witch and then you like make potions or something. So I think I'm gonna play that at some point, but I don't know when. Maybe like, let's see if I can download this while also doing multiple other things. That was weird. That sounded funny. How do I get to my other screen? It was suggested to me on, how do I, Why doesn't Stardew, like, minimize? I'm confused. I guess I can search it this way. Sometimes I forget that you can get to other things other than your desktop. Anyway, it was an Instagram reel of somebody that was like, here are 4 witchy games that you should get this year. And this one sounded interesting, so I went and got it, and it was only like $13. So, my collection. Nope. What is it called? Witchy Life Story. Let's see if it lets me install it. Maybe after I do some fishing and some Stardew stuff, maybe we can switch to it and check it out. The cast looks really cute. I get to make my own witch. That sounds amazing. I'm pretty sure it downloaded already. I'd have to make a new scene for it, but I think we can manage. Anyway, this is the sound of the reason that I didn't have my headset on for this last hour, because I would have probably gone crazy. If I was just like, the rain is nice, but it's a little bit loud in my headset, so. Okay. Transition time. Oh, I've got the yawns now, sorry. Okay. Let's do this. You don't have to have like special bait in Stardew, right? That's just Palia. I haven't played that in a little bit. Aroma's Tossian, and then just haven't done anything else. From 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. when it's raining. In the river. Okay. So I can do all my chores, and then after 9 p.m. I can go out and do that stuff. There's a new recipe to get. Oh, it's a rerun. But it's raining, and it's good luck. Oh. Oh, that's what happened the last time I played. Whatever. I don't remember much about this that I've been doing. I got a bunch of refrigerators. Oh, look, I'm gonna sell those now, I think. I changed the wallpaper. I like decorated. It's super cute. Um, 3 days. Oh, these guys need to go. No! Two days. Ready to harvest. I like wasn't filling in some of the holes because for whatever reason when I first planted them they got like out of sync, and so I was waiting to fill up the whole fields and have them all grow together because I was annoyed. I didn't do very good at like lining all this stuff up though, I have to be honest. I feel like my screen looks different. Also, from the gameplay that I saw for the witchy game, is it had like literally every, well, I don't know every, but it had a lot of different pronoun variations, which was cool. Like not just like the basic ones. Come on. I think it came out in like 2022. I think it was 22. Pretty recent. But yeah, it had like one person streaming it the other day when I looked. Because I think I bought it yesterday. But I didn't download it or try and play it. And then I was like, I just was deciding up until like an hour or two before stream if I was going to play or not. I was like, am I going to play the new game or am I going to do Stardew? I don't know. But I need to get this fish. That's like the main thing. Okay. I like opened up a bunch of stuff, but I felt like I had accomplished like a large section of the story. And so I kind of like stopped playing. I stopped playing a lot of games for like the crappy thing is that like a few of them like all the games I played kind of all lined up at the same time to not have stuff in it. Like Tears of the Kingdom, I don't want to play the next thing because I don't want to go do lightning, and so I like lost my interest in that. And then in Palia, like I finished all the quests or like most of them. Those I think I've been keeping. And then in like Stardew, I kind of was like losing stuff. Yeah, I don't want to. I hate doing lightning so much. And then Minecraft, I just haven't been inspired for a little bit. Like, so all of my games like ran out at the same time. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Weird. My message didn't send. Yeah, it's bad timing. I have to be honest, it's bad timing. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. I don't feel like doing that right now. All you're playing right now is Tears of the Kingdom? Nice. I mean, are these not? Oh, they're one more day. I was like, are you kidding? What? I'm confused. I know that if I play them, I might get back in the groove or like find something I want to work on, but I've just been like, I don't know, unmotivated. Spring of year one? Isn't that when you start? Is spring? Do you get to choose? I don't know. Do you choose when? Oops, that was not what was supposed to happen. Oops. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I know in like The Sims you can choose. That one, again, is another one that I kind of want to... Do I? I don't know. You start in spring. I just get so overwhelmed with the amount of tasks. True. It is a lot. It was really therapeutic though to clear your farm. Like that was, I think, the thing that kept my attention for so long. But I also like feeling like I beat the game in the sense that I found the most efficient way to do something. And that's, I think, the reason I dove into it. There's so much to do. For true. But yeah, that's why also I got this one where it gives you all the info about the stuff. This one produces dye. Nice, I didn't know that. Dark highlight shirt. I want to figure out the outfits. That's the one I want. This recreates a shirt? Are you kidding? Anything creates a shirt. Literally anything will create a shirt. That's ridiculous. A bomber jacket? Oh my goodness. I already went in there. I need to go pets. Do the pets and things. Yeah, I think if I was to play this again, and again, I kind of want to get it on my Switch and I'd play it as my comfy cozy travel game. But if I got it again or played again, I would do, I think, a lot of things different. Also, I didn't know about the power supply things. Oh, you can't see them. I didn't know this. I didn't know how the battery packs worked until the end of last summer. As in, this thing summer. So it was too late for me to actually be able to do anything with it. It was so frustrating. So, yeah. I have done some reading now. If you didn't notice in my chatting screen, I've got Fourth Wing right here. Some good stuff. I enjoyed it a lot, and I have the next one pre-ordered. So, oh yeah, I was in the middle of this. I forgot about that. Okay. I have the next one pre-ordered because it's really good, and I was having a hard time doing anything else, which is where part of my game non-interest was partly because of that, because I was hyper fixated on reading, and now I'm stuck back at my my old book. I'm a little bit more than halfway now, but I'm still stuck on it. Like, ooh, purple. I hate not finishing a book. It's not bad in a sense. The premise is good. It's just part of it is that some things have become like a mind control thing. And I really hate when people don't have control of their own bodies. It like really bothers me because it's a fear of my own. And it's something that is happening in the book, and so it's like just really frustrating to me that like that's the situation that they're in, and so it's upsetting, and I think that's where I'm struggling. But it's like a whole series, so I probably won't touch the rest of the series. So, what was I just thinking? I need to go now. Oh, I was gonna work on the paths, but I'd rather be at the rivers early so that I can start fishing right when I'm supposed to. Let's go over here. Let's go! I just got this shirt recently. It was one of the ones I crafted, because I hadn't ever crafted one before. So that was fun. I'm pretty sure that this is considered the river, if I remember correctly. I think so. So. Oh, my bobber's a little bit low. That's okay. Should I? I guess I'll just fish now. But technically I can't catch it until 9. I'm looking for the shad. That's what I'm trying to get. This ain't like paleo fishing. You know? This ain't like... What is it called? What is it? It's something that they say in the Lego game. Lego Islands. You know the thing that I've discovered that I absolutely think it was like the wisest thing possible is it doesn't change the oil level, but for truffles, because I have the foraging like strength or whatever, the truffles whenever I pick them up are automatically legendary truffles, which is pretty cool. Catfish. Man. Yeah, the only thing I need is a shad, a tilapia, and a walleye. That's legendary. Yes, it's good stuff. But the oils don't, it doesn't matter what kind of truffle you get. You still get regular oil, truffle oil. Shit. You better be fucking worth it, man. I hate fishing. That one's not too bad. A catfish again? I don't want catfish. Is this a river? Am I in the right spot? Can I get shad here? I'm gonna be so disappointed if I go through the entire like time zone and can't get it. I think this says that I'm supposed to be able, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow again though. Yeah, it's gonna rain again tomorrow. So I can try again tomorrow, but what the heck? Are you supposed to like actually try and fish in the middle of that dark spot? Like, is that a goal? Also, yesterday, I read... Oh, awesome. So glad. Wondered about that. Yesterday I read the whole graphic novel of Jane Eyre graphic novel version, which was really interesting. Because I've read Jane Eyre a couple of times, and I discovered that my library had it in graphic novel, and I was like, well, that's interesting. So I got it, and I brought it home. Hallelujah! I'm gonna keep fishing because I got it, but now I want it myself. Yeah, I discovered that we had it in graphic novel, and I was like, what the heck, I'm gonna try that. And I had it in my backpack for a long time. And I finally read it yesterday, and it was so weird. The thing that bothers me about anime, I know this is bad. Oh, okay, what the heck? Hold on. This one plans on being difficult. Give me 1 second. Another catfish. The thing that drives me crazy about anime is that they talk through what they're doing, like their thought process. So you're hearing them narrate their thought process. And like that's not even like let alone the overdramatic everything. But like why do you need to tell me your thought process? Please don't tell me your thought process. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't want to be in your head. That's not what a TV show is for. You can communicate it, that's fine, but don't narrate it for me, please. Anyway, so that's the thing that bothers me, and that was kind of like how the graphic novel was written a little bit. Like, to be fair, that's kind of like how graphic novel kind of works to start with, but I was like, this feels weird. So there's like random times, like one of the conversations was that like she was talking with her friend and she like asked a question and her friend was like, you ask too many questions. I want to go back to reading now. But it's weird to read it that way because there's no emphasis on like how it was said. There's no description because it's a graphic novel. So it's literally just a text bubble. So her friend was just like, she was like, asked a question. She answered the question. She asked another question. She was like, you asked too many questions. I'm going to go back to reading now. And there's also stuff that I only understood because I've read the novel before. And I was like, that doesn't work. Like, if I'm a little bit confused and I've read the thing before, can you imagine the people who have never read it? Anyway. I'm not gonna have a voice after today. I've had lots to say, but I'm also, like, really tired now. I didn't get a treat today. Usually Friday is my treat day, and I didn't get one. I mean, I had a treat yesterday because I actually got to go on a date yesterday. That was fun. But I've got bad luck, and it's not going to rain tomorrow. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. That's supposed to be there. I already knew that was there. It's fine. We're good. I must say, having a horse is so much better. It's so much faster. How's everybody else doing? What is everybody else like? Sometimes having coworkers is not worth it. What are all of your all's thoughts on that one? Ba 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 ba. Yay! Bait. Heck yes. Thank you much. The next thing I can't do until I need to get a new bobber. The next one I can't do until summer, I think. Yeah, the next one will be summer. The ocean. Tilapia in the ocean. I'm alright. Kind of meh day, but for some chores done and cooked. Nice. What kind of cooking did you do if you want to share? I made a chicken patty and some frozen veggies for dinner. Also my Greek yogurt and peanut butter mixture. It's 8 a.m. And chocolate chips. I added chocolate chips to like snazz it up a little bit. I should do some chores. Oh yeah, you had today off. That's exciting. I should take a day off at some point. That would be good. Be really good. My husband keeps telling me that I should to avoid a burnout. But I am too afraid to leave my library with anybody else, and they haven't told me whether or not I can not have a sub. If we could just like close the library, but then I feel bad for closing the library and not having a sub, but at the same time, like, they close the library all the time. So maybe on testing day I'm just not gonna show up. If they plan on doing the test stuff, I'm gonna be like, call in sick next Thursday. Be like, whoops, I was sick. Mushroom shepherd pie. Yum. I'm not sure I've ever actually had a shepherd's pie. So was it good? First time making it? You don't think it was good, or you don't think you've had it before? I think I know what you meant, but it's still funny. I don't know what I want all that fiber for. Ooh, what the heck? What's with all the purples? It was awesome. Nice. Love that. My husband and I have been making a habit of like sending each other videos of all these different recipes we should try, but we both know that I am never going to do it. That really it means that he has to decide that he's gonna want to do it because I suck at cooking. I can cook. It's more the frustration that when it comes to dinners, it takes me like 10 times longer to make food than it does for him, whether we've done it before or not. And so I get super frustrated because I'm like, why if he could do it in less time? I am less busy, but I don't know. It's hard because I don't like feeling that way. I don't like being selfish like that, but at the same time, it's just, I feel like I missed somebody. But I also suck at being motivated enough to do any of the other chores, so it's a lot of work. It is. Like, because I am gonna follow a recipe. Like, I need to have a recipe. I can't just, like, throw things together and be like, yeah, that'll be great. Unless it's like last night, I made, or 2 nights ago, I made pesto noodles. So, like, I've made those many times before. All I had to do was make the pesto noodles. And some chicken patties that I put, like, they're like chicken, yeah, they're chicken patties, like frozen chicken patties that I put in we got a new, it's like an air fryer slash oven, I guess. So, I can like put those kinds of things together, but like my mom, she would like her cooking was like at the end of the week we'd have like a bunch of veggies and random things left over, so she'd make stir fry. Like she'd just throw these things together and make like a yummy stir fry. She'd just like grab random ingredients in the house. I came from an ingredient home, which just means that when I want a snack I get peanut butter. Or I put like peanut butter mixed in with like other random stuff. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to go in the orchard. Yes, please give me instructions. I love baking. I don't bake, and it drives my husband crazy because, not that I don't bake. I asked for a standing mixer because I thought that if I had a standing mixer, maybe I'd be more interested in baking because like hand stirring stuff is annoying. So I was like, I never know how to pick things that will go. Why I do HelloFresh meal plan things. Nice. I like that idea too. Doing like those kinds of meal plans and stuff. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't remember what I said. I was saying. I guess I'm gonna sell these ones. Oh, the standing mixer. I was talking about a standing mixer. So I asked for one thinking that I'd make it so that like I wanted to bake more. And my husband got it thinking like got it for me thinking that like oh it'd be available to like the house too. But the people I live with do not. I came home to an open fridge today. It wasn't open for very long, but we still somehow made it to the point where the fridge did not get fully closed when they left today. And then he wonders why I don't want just anybody using the standing mixer. It's like I don't trust that you guys are going to clean it up appropriately or like take care of it. And he's like, "Well, all things are replaceable." And I'm like, "That's fine and dandy, but why? Why should we have to replace it if you could just take care of it?" Money. So, anyway, I understand his qualms, but okay, I did the thing. Oh, I didn't really think that through, did I? Oops. Guess I'll go try and get some seeds out of it now. Oops, 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 oops. Oh look, a coffee. Already? I thought I needed like 2 hours or something. That's crazy. This has been 2 hours at 6 p.m. Have I just been like sitting around? Oh, yeah, 2 hours. It got 1 melon seed. Good for me. Oh boy. Oh well. They're summer, so I can't buy them. That's annoying. I'm supposed to leave the coffee in here though. Do I know why that's my process? Not really. Coffee, 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 coffee. Where are all the buggies? There you are, little buggies. Does anybody like horseradish sauce? I like it. I like putting it on my sandwiches. I think it's good. Also Dijon mustard. I don't like yellow mustard. I only like Dijon mustard. That's all. I picked up horseradish, which is why I'm talking about it. Horseradish drink? What? I'm sorry? Concerned Abe tweeted that, I think, today. Really? Just like the horseradish drink. That's it. I think I went and followed them after I was told that I was missing Stardew information. Yes. Oh, wild horseradish juice. As in, like, that's new? Or does that have to go in, like, one of these? I have horseradish. Let's do it. Why not? I can't. Maybe I don't have enough. It's a teaser? Okay, well then I'm keeping this in here. Ah. We're gonna make some at some point. Horseradish juice. Nope. This one. Yes. Well, I can't leave like half of a path going, so. Super annoying. I think I can complete this before it passes me out. I'm gonna make like 6 more. I don't know. Oops. I haven't the foggiest idea. Not working on a lot of brain power right now. I have to be honest. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's real bad. Okay, well, it's awkward. I think it just needs to go... I don't know. I was gonna put like a bunch of greenery on the inside. That was my plan. The reason I'm doing all these paths and things is because when this happens, the whole like grass situation, it ends up like stuff ends up in my way, and that I don't want to keep happening. So I decided to do paths to avoid having that happen. Anyway, Should we switch over and do that other game really quick? I haven't set it up, so we'll have to see if I can set it up and stream at the same time. How do you do that? You go into like a special mode or something. Oh, I'll have to do that. What is the special mode? Yeah. Yeah, you like go into like producer mode or studio mode? Yeah, in order to so that I can set up um a new scene without like changing my scene. I have to open this first though. Let's see. I don't know why I did that. I clicked back? So I went no, that's not the last thing I was at. The music is loud. Yeah, how come that's the first thing I'm always end up doing? Is turning everything so far down. Okay, what is this? Yeah, stream will continue to see your current scene while you navigate to others. What is it under? Ow, I'm getting a weird pain in my side. That's fun. Near your start stream button. Ah! Okay. So, preview. You guys are seeing the program. I'm seeing the preview. And I can like mess with things. But like, how do I tell it to go to the next thing? Like, will it just do it? Because I don't want that. So like, if I went like this. You guys don't see it yet. You're still seeing this one. Okay. Okay. Gosh. It shows us whatever you're currently on. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're learning during stream because I talked for an hour. We might as well just do whatever spur of the moment things we're feeling right now, right? That's how this works. Also, we will be doing we will be doing Out of Space again with my siblings tomorrow, in case anybody's wondering. What other things do I need? Okay, the one that drives me crazy is figuring out the difference between... I want a duplicate. I don't want them to be... It's such a mess, honestly. The face cam, like, you want it to be like a you want it to be a reference so that like whenever you update something, like it updates all of them. But for whatever reason, whenever I was doing that, it would like move my camera on other scenes, and I didn't want that. Okay. One day it might bite me in the butt, but right now, it does not. Can't capture. Also, in case you didn't know, I have 2 keyboards. Mostly because, oh well, here's the ridiculous one, is that I have like a mini keyboard and it doesn't have arrows on it because it's a mini keyboard, and I use arrows way more than I thought I did. And so sometimes I'll be like typing on one and then I'll like reach over, use the arrows on this one, and then like come back to typing over at this one. But one is like sometimes if I'm like in a chat or something, I'll like be messaging over here and then go back to playing my game on this side. But I still need my mouse on both, which is problematic sometimes. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Whoopsie. That's not supposed to be there. Okay. Now the question is, can I hear the, oh, the sounds I can only hear on mine, so we'll have to readjust that once we go. Okay. If I go out of studio mode, you're now gonna see the new one. No. Oh, it's the one I was clicked on. We want to go to this one. Witchy life story! I'm just gonna do like Cass and then I'll probably get off. It depends. If I'm like enthralled and I'm like, I must play, then maybe we'll do like a tester or something. It looks like the sound's okay. I have it turned down pretty much. Pretty girl. Atlantis, in case anybody's wondering. I am quoting a movie. Yeah, I think everything else looks like it's working. Yay! Let's go. Let's go. I might fix those at some point. We'll see. Ooh, change category. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh no, I'm gonna have to move my face. Okay. I should have had my category as just chatting for the first hour. I apologize to all those who I fooled. Itchy life. There are currently 9 viewers. It's also on the Switch, but I got it on Steam. So, Mama, so it probs not update. I update. Update. I should have been running an ad to get it out of the way while I was doing this. I apologize. Okay. Where do I move this? For Cass, I'm gonna go right here and then I'll just move it back a little bit. Okay? Or like we'll figure out what everything's looking like. Okay. Oh, there's tattoos. The art is so pretty. Hold on. That's annoying. Okay, we get. Oh, can I not pick the tattoos? Can I like move her? No. Okay. Oh, there's more. No. More of that. The last name? Is that my last name? I'm gonna be Geo, because I'm always Geo. Yeah, I mean, it's not like all the ones, but it has like a variation of things, which is cool. Freckles? Freckles. Those are freckles on her chest. What is this? Oh, it's a color slider. Okay, I am pasty. As much as I don't want to be. I'm keeping the tattoos because that's fun. I don't have any. I want tattoos. My hair's pretty straight. I think, consider myself to be a curly-haired person, but I'm not sure that's correct. Oh my gosh. There's so many. I don't like picking this way though. Like scrolling through everything. My hair is buttering. Guys, what is my hair? It's not that. But it's not. That might be the best one. I don't want to do like yellowy. My husband wants, he likes when I have highlights, but my hair gets so like weird with highlights. It like gets like, the texture is like blech. I don't know how to feel right now. It's like picking a me, honestly. Okay. I mean, those are pretty close. My eyes are like gray blue. Whoa. I'm gonna go with darker blue. Because they're not like, I don't know, I'm getting closer. You're not gonna be able to see this. But they're like not gray. They're not green. They're not, like, they're dark blue. I don't know. Sometimes they're gray though, every once in a while. I am entertained. I go darker again. I'm just gonna match my hair, probably. I don't want to talk about my nose. My nose makes me unhappy. Why are my lips purple? I have resting bitch face, let's be honest. That one's cute. What is that one? Mouth one. Mouth two is more appropriate though. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Features. My lips. Oh, thank you. I'm not feeling the blue. My lips are pretty light colored, honestly. Right? I mean, everything looks pink on me right now, but... Oh, you can just not have lips. There's no reason not to, honestly. We'll go right there. Blush. The blush is extreme. The freckles. No freckles. Freckles 1, freckles 2. I don't have freckles. I've got splotches. Stop. I'm saying stupid shit. Sure. No. Was there... Oh. I mean, sometimes. Splotches. Yeah. My fashion. Let's frickin' go. Hat, no frames. Oh, gotcha. I was like, what? Oh, glasses. earrings. Yes. I feel like this isn't too bad, actually. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Also cute, but I wouldn't wear it. I'd probably wear that in real life. Partly because it's jeans. That's not a black dress. That looks purple. What are you talking about? Okay, I used to try and be a I wanted to be this. I wanted to be a cardigan girl because I was like, it fits because I'm a librarian. And then I just put like a bunch of random cardigans and sweaters in a bag and was like, I don't know. This is cute though. I would never be wearing white pants though. I cannot be trusted. Okay, I like the long dress. I like the shorts. I don't love the shoes though, I have to be honest. But that was fun. I actually wear hoops a lot. The earrings that I have in, these are ones I like never take out. It's the reason I love them is because they're looped in the front, so you can't you're not gonna be able to see this. The light is too bright. So it actually goes in the back of my ear and then it hooks in the front of it. And so they're actually called like infant earrings and like what is it called? My mom's best friend when I was little brought them from Yugoslavia. For like all the little girls that she knew, and they're the most comfortable earrings. I'm one of the only ones that still has them. I think that they're like actually gold and actually ruby, but I don't know. But they're like the most comfortable things ever, and I'm really afraid that they're gonna break. So I actually bought earrings today that have the same effect. Because the thing is that I mess with these. Like, I actually fidget with them. They're like a fidget when I'm nervous or like when I'm talking to people. I'm sorry about the sirens. I'm not personally in trouble, but so I like will slide them back and forth, and like I'm worried that one day they're gonna break because I've literally had them since I was 10. So they are at least 17 years old of like constant use. Like I'll switch them out for like silver hoops or like a stud or like something cute to like go with an outfit, but it rarely happens. I'm just like always wearing them. But there's silver hoops that I use. I know it matches. I kind of like these though. A bow, a clip. Oh. I'm gonna go. I mean, it's witchy. I should have a hat. Are these like kind of gold? I think I can get away with that. I like it. I think I like it. Is that everything? Is that me? Is that who I am? You can see like my one little tattoo. You guys are getting so many random stories out of me. I'm sorry. I'm like, wow, all over the place. It's me! My name is Geo von Tiesel. 18 years old, and I have a crow familiar named Ramsey. I like telling you guys all the drama. That's been proven. And being me. That's amazing. I'm so glad. My family thinks I'm hopeless. What the fuck? Screw them. Which is why they sent me here to a village of Flora. The village of Flora. Or whatever. Oh boy. It's teenage angst! Maybe you should have been listening. The sound effects jump so much more. I'm sorry. I'll fix it. It was their, well, I guess it was Grand's choice to send me here. Oh, that's something right there. Uh-huh. When they could have just accepted my genius, let me do my own thing, allowed me to work on that experiment. Most of the time, I'm telling people to just let me do my own thing. But no. So I acted out a little. They deserved it. Ugh. Ugh. That's annoying. I'm not a fan of this right now. You're telling me this isn't traditional witchy wear? That's so sad. The music's too quiet now. Let's see if I can get to it. Yes. Is that okay? Is that like too loud for everybody? Okay, I'm supposed to be going to a town hall. Hi! How is it going, Janice? This is too loud still. Wait, what is too loud? I don't know what's too loud. It wasn't before. Okay. I think this is it. We'll have to like reassess if my camera's in the wrong spot for this. You don't have hands? It's got a beak, it's fine. Oh. Or you could knock, lazy. This teenager, man. The facial expressions crack me up. What is this? Is Margie with you? Margie? Majorum von Tiesel. Oh, my gran. Nope. I want this outfit now. I wasn't so sure about it at first, but now I like it. Will she be joining you later? No, I'm here to learn a lesson. Let me learn it. This reminds me of a DS game, I have to be honest. We're expecting a Von Tiesel, but truth be told, we were expecting not you. Sends me her grandchild who needs to prove she's worthy of training. You lost your work badge. Now I have to spend 20 hours on Monday. Something small. Shouldn't ruin my mood, but it did, so it took it. That is so frustrating, especially when it's like just it's silly situations. Those are the things I think that get me the most frustrated. It's like the chaotic, like truly terrible things. I'll be like, all right, whatever. But like the little things where it's like it shouldn't be an issue, but it is. So frustrating. I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you could take a nap though. That is definitely the way to solve it. Chicken nuggets too. And delicious cookies. I want cookies. How do I get cookies? I guess I can make some, but they just won't be as good. Or I could go to the store, but that sounds terrible. I do not at all want to do that. It is the little things that are frustrating, yes. Just a little trouble. Hello! Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. How is everyone? Hello, I'm Gio. Welcome in. I hope that you had a wonderful time. If you would like to, you can say what you guys were up to. Looks like the last thing was Lies of P. Hello, hello. I hope it was good. Yeah, if you need to raid and run, go ahead and please take care of yourself. I appreciate you for coming here. And yeah, what were you guys up to? I am trying this game for the first time. I just finished Cast, and I was gonna like try and like figure it out and see what it looked like. Yeah. So we're just testing some stuff out here. I don't remember what was asked. What was asked? I don't know Lies of P though. I feel like I've heard it. Somebody. Sims 4 seems like a nice way to unwind. Yeah. I think it'd be fun to do a shell challenge with people. I usually like building, and like the gameplay itself is not so much, but I like cast and I like building. So, but every once in a while I like to play too. Cookies are so good. No, don't rub it in. I want a cookie. Say name of company because I dox myself. Got s'mores cookie and a brown butter chocolate chip cookie. They're huge and thick. Oh, gosh, I'd probably just go to the store and get like freezer ones. My nail is breaking. I'm sorry. I'm messing with it. They're like gluten-free cookies and they're so good, and you just like throw them in a pan. That's where I would go to the store, which is not that far, but build stream maybe. I'm trying to get back to those things. I would desperately need to update my Sims. It's so far behind, I'm sure. But I know that Bestie Brennan is working on a shell. It'd be kind of fun to like also do. I don't want to like pull like content, but I want to like, it'd be fun to like also do it. I think. I don't know. Brendan, you get the veto on that one. This is so annoying. Do potential bug fixes. Yeah. I haven't I bought the library thing, like the new one. I know it's not yours, but like I got my idea from you and that's not fair. I'm annoyed. I'm sorry. This is bothering me. Um, yeah, I bought the like library one because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a librarian, and I was so excited about it. And it was like, it's really cute. But like after I played that, like I haven't touched it again. The new book kit, Nook kit. Yes, that one. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. But I don't know. I have the Book Nook kit and I have the Magic one, the Realm of Magic or whatever, which would be really nice, like fitted in with like the pumpkin because that's like what the shell is. But I don't have like pumpkin-y things. I don't like I mean, it's Halloweeny-ish, those things. In my opinion, I think a book corner is Halloweeny. Are you gonna make a wizard sim to go in the build? Maybe. You know, honestly, the Realm of Magic outfits are not that good. Like, half of the clothing is, like, ripped and tattered. Like, why? Why? They're wizards. They're not disheveled humans. Also, that werewolf one. Ugh. Why is it that my character has to be like, icky? My character is giving me the ick. I'm a dirty CC user. I have some, but I was also playing on my, like, a majority of my Sims playing was on my laptop and I could not. I've got like a nose ring one and like a hair one because that was the only way to make it look like me. So. Covenpolitan. What? You have 1500 CCs? Oh my gosh. Are they like all casts? Or are they like throughout everything? Are we referring to like the Gwyneth Paltrow Jade Egg situation? Because if so, that's funny. Pushed it a little too far. Oh no! 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pillages. No. I kind of only half listened. Yeah. Bleh. Flora. Floralia Festival in 2 weeks. To bless our village and lands with prosperity and abundance. I stink it, all this reading. Oh no. All the energies are just off. Ah. Ah. We'll see. Hopefully. Sure, let's go talk to more people. Oh, she's starry-eyed to see us. Magazines. You must be the ardent reader. Must be skilled in aging magic. You look so young. That's because she is. This is my friend's grandchild's. Oh, the stars left her eyes. It's going to be the best. Yeah. Oh boy. She just remembered. Oh goodness. And take our way around the village. Lead the way. Let's go. Oh. We'll save that one for last. This is an art studio. My granddaughter. Naisha? Naisha. Is everything okay? You may have not have made a clip. Oh no. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, this was made in 2022, so it might have actually been what they meant it to be. She cute. Knocked over some paint. Shall sit in suspense whilst I get my nuggets. Okay. Those are gonna fix it all. That's good. I kind of had chicken nuggets, but they was just in one giant nugget. I don't know. I think that's actually probably the best spot to keep it. Oh boy, I'm getting so much shit for this. Really? You're just getting that feeling. That's amazing. Single store. You should be able to buy some spell materials here. Approach this shop and try to open the door. But it doesn't budge. In fact, the store looks empty. You should try coming back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. Who's supposed to be in charge of the store? This is where the goes. This is where the thing goes. Moon cycles. Did you know that October 14th to the end of the month or something, or like for 2 weeks, it's supposed to be like everybody's just miserable? Yeah, well, my husband and I got in like a big fight on the 14th, and so he was like, I should have known not to bring anything up because it's like the evil time and the bad with the eclipse something something, and I was like, uh-huh. Okay. I mean, I think you romance in this, so I'm definitely shopping right now. Isn't everybody in this town a witch? I'm confused. Weird. Oh, it's a cafe! Oh, he looks bored. They tried to make Luke. Yeah, the festival. Dot 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 dot. Awkward silence. Oh my lord. Oh, weird. She's all of the energy in the entire thing. Oh lord. I want a treat. I wonder what time the store closes. At 11, it's just whether or not I want to go to that store by myself. You know. A woman by herself. This is my home. Let's see if anyone's here. Devin, can you come here for a moment? Panic. Panic. That's great. I think it'll be wonderful. Nice to meet you. How old are you, Devin? Show you your home. The one with the garden just this way. This one? What's this one? What's this one? Oh, rude. Perfectly in order. Used to live here. I'm not entirely sure who maintained it, but hopefully it's to your liking. It'll do. I don't know. I can't see it. How am I supposed to know if I actually like it or not? This moon altar, the last witch set up. She used to decorate it with the items she found around Flora. I think that's everything. Our village tour was tired me out. I should let you get settled anyway. Okay, my bird's got things to tell me. The introductions were awkward, yes. Oh no, why did Gran do something to me? Because I wasn't following the rules. I mean, in some cases, I understand, like, this is a thing. Like, it is terrible. You shouldn't, like, it's very controlling. Right now, my husband's watching Yellowstone, and it, like, bothers the frickin' crap out of me. I can't stand that show. Like, the little bits that I've watched, like, just because I'm sitting in the room. Because of, like, how controlling the family is and everything. And, like, obviously, I don't condone that. But she just seems whiny. This seems whiny. Why? Okay. Just like that, huh? 2 weeks. That's so long. I'm so sorry. Go home though? I don't know. There's so much to click through. It's putting me to sleep. Oh, come on. It's like, that's great. Can you sleep, please? I guess so. You're forcing me to. It's so cute, though. It's morning already. I am always trying to go back to sleep in the mornings. Rest and relaxation. Okay. It's like a Hallmark movie. Sure, it's nothing to worry about, but I've been feeling a little detached from everyone recently. I've especially felt disconnected from the festival. I do still care, but who knows, maybe some incense could help me work through things. Detached from everyone. Disconnected from the festival. I'm confused. You have acquired the nugs. Nice. I don't know this stuff. Maybe this isn't the game for me because I'm confused. It's very soon. Mel likes magic. Perhaps a potion that could help us celebrate our current and future happiness together would be a good gift. Anniversary. Celebrate our current and female. No, I don't know which one's which. I'm sorry. I hope it's not bothering you. Could you craft some incense that attract positive energy? Ideally something that promotes tranquility. Maybe happiness too? What's that? Huh. So I need to make the colors. The order is pink. So I need to find what makes pink. Okay. Okay. Huh. Garden. Let's go to the garden. At least it seems like we've got a compost bin. There's so much instruction at the beginning of games. Should I go? You also pull the weeds while using the gardening gloves. I'm overwhelmed. Okay. So we want to like weed or something. And then we want to like harvest. And then we want to water everything. Oh, are those the weeds? No, wait. Okay, these are weeds. Oh yeah, I don't want all that. Go away. I think I figured it out enough. Thanks. Okay. Get all the weeds. And then harvest the stuff. And then water the stuff. Oops. This one didn't harvest. There we go. Does that look right? Okay. Now we go to this one. And we get the weeds. And then we harvest. And then we water. Okay. Let's see what our inventory looks like. We have a bunch of stuff and we have the pink stuff. The pink maker. Now. Okay. Now we're going to the village. We're gonna try and get into the store. Jimena? Dara sends them to me when she's off on her travels. Arrows and specials. Free of charge. Aw, thanks. I will try my best. Okay. Complete the first order. I didn't... No. Looks like I've got everything to start cranking out these spells. Hydrate! Everybody hydrate! Amazing. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, now I need to go back to home I'm assuming, and now I need to like work on making stuff, right? Slurp. I don't think so, but I can go watch it if you'd like me to. I think I have it so that, oops. I accidentally moved forward. I think I have it, I think that counts as a link, so it wouldn't let you. Yeah, sorry. But I can look, I can look. Oh no. It's not gonna let me find it right now. Rude. It doesn't see any right now. But I can see it. Can I only see it at the end? I can't I can't see clips that have just been clipped. That's no good. Are you pink lemonade would be fire. True. Lame. There should be a way. I don't know. I will see it though. I do watch them. Go to the plant section to match the symbols from the orders to the plants. Click the chest of drawers to view your available plant ingredients. I think I get the concepts, but okay. So I'm supposed to be like clicking. Oh. Okay. Needs incense for figuring out her feelings. Amazing. Okay. So need this. Can't grab that. Maybe? I need to pick the holder first. Is that what I need? For incense. Oops, I went past it. Okay. I'm confused. Oh. Oh. Oh, I have 3 of those things. Got it. Okay. And then I need whatever that is. Alien. But that's purple. Does it matter? Okay. I don't think that was it. Is that lavender? Is that alien? I don't know. Hold on. Is there more things to click on? Alien. Okay. Okay. What the heck? I'm confused. Go to the Orders tab to see current orders. Click a character's portrait to pin the order. Then go to the plant section to match the symbols from the orders to plants. Click the chest of drawers to view your available plant ingredients. There should be 3 plant ingredients total. Make sure to check the type of spell the villager wants. Okay, so I'm supposed to have 3. So I need that one, I need that one. And then I need the heart one, I guess. Rose. Okay. Okay. Now we stir it. That was the part I was missing. Just rewatch the clip, and what makes it so funny is that you said, push it a little far. I mean... Keep crafting because I may need to make more. A potion. Oops. Pushed it a little too far. Oh gosh. Yeah. Orange, rose, and hollyhock. Orange, rose, and hollyhock. Happy love potion. He's using a love potion on his wife. I don't know how to feel about that, I must say. Okay, we're looking at an incense that is shielding, rosemary, blue, and that little like yarrow and pea flower. What was the other one? Rosemary. Oh, I can have it open? That's helpful. Rosemary, pea flower, and yarrow. Okay. All done. Time to deliver these amazing spells. How do I mail them? But what if I get sneak in a little extra? Let us deliver them, you ridiculous. Okay. I just want to click on all the things! Why give him a treat? Anything else? What's in there? Oh. I should have known that's what that was. Sun icon appears in the bottom. Well, I haven't noticed it so far. Oh, what's this? Oh, look, that's a savey save. Okay. Fancy. I don't know what this means. I don't know anything about witchiness. I'm looking for a daily inspiration. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. That would be amazing. I need to go get some cookies and lotto tickets at the store. Okay. Oh, can I like pick what it is? That's fun. I need those. Do these things like mean something? Should I be picking specific ones? Or is it just decorative? Okay. I know nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. We're going to the village. Stupid Ramsey. Oof. My husband's football team was going up against like a really good undefeated team. Like this team literally has not given up. Like they have not allowed another team to score any points the entire season. And my husband's team has won 2 games total for like a high school football team. And so they got shut out 49-0. It was just the hope to get a score, but it was also not expected. Like, they kind of, you know. Yes, high school football. Okay. That's weird. Uh-oh. I have to remember all these? Jeez. No, chatting will not help him take anything off his mind. This man doesn't chat. Yeah, the baking goods, probably. Are you not? I have better social cues than she does. Yeah, that's fair. Dum-dum. Hey. Where's everybody? He's so cute. I want to go home. Yes. Yeah, me at work the entire day today. Oh, they. Okay, sorry. Like, you get it in context, but like, should they have like a little thing right here? Use a cleanser home once a season. Back home? Where's back home, Devin? Happy to have me here. Welcoming was a little odd. Yes. They're a little baby, I know. I'm like, but I think I'm allowed to romance them. I think they're an adult. They're my favorite in town so far. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. They're so innocent. And then eating. Just kidding. What the heck? You terrible person. Why do I hate my own character? I know. She's got like something up her ass. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I didn't get to pick anything about my character's personality. All I got to pick was Cass. Like, that's it. Psychic. She's got something for us. I'm wheezing. Seriously though. And now all of a sudden she's feeling heavy from talking to humans. Oh, you poor baby. And crushing them? Who is treating Devin this way? I hate everyone. No. Didn't tell me anything about having to compose the music. I just thought she wanted to hang out all summer. Ah, Devin was fooled into being here. Yes, we are trying out a new game. I'm just getting comfy and then I'm gonna get off. But I got the shad. That was the whole reason I was on the like the whole thing for Stardew. I need to start on some other projects at some point, but I was feeling satisfied with that. That's just manipulative, man. I play a lot of games. Yeah. I guess. I am mostly just trying to find games that are like that get me interested in playing again and like doing things again. But I saw this one on an Instagram reel and I was like, I want to try it. Especially because I gotta pick like my person's outfits and stuff. She doesn't. That's not an excuse. I'm sorry, but it's freaking manipulative. I don't care if their personality is like, oh, well, they just don't think it through. They didn't mean to. No! Think it through. Freaking think it through. It's not an excuse to treat somebody poorly because you just didn't think it through. Yes, thank you. The one time that I actually agree with my character. See, people say this, but I don't believe it. If I didn't want to, I wouldn't. Really? Are you sure? But maybe that's just because I grew up a people pleaser, but you know. You have a piece of big news? Let me hear it. Is this big good news? I hope so. Especially what I know that I haven't gotten info about recently. You started streaming? That's amazing. That's so fun. I'm gonna have to stop by at some point. Do you have like, are you going with a schedule, or are you just kind of like testing it out and like see where it goes kind of situation? You streamed 8 times? Sweet. So you're getting comfy. Have you been doing Stardew? Do you have a face cam? I mean, that's kind of cute. No schedule yet. The bear in the back is making eye contact. I'm sorry. It is. It's giving us the stare down. It's covering the little battery box. From my heart. Because my heart goes down to a battery box and then it also goes to like a plug-in. And so I cover it because it's a weird shimmery thing. But yeah, I actually was gonna ask you that, Heist. How is the family things? Have you gotten like positive info? Obviously, if you don't want to share, you don't have to, but I have been meaning to ask you about it. What about me? I want you to like me. Next week. Okay. Did you find out? You guys were waiting to find out if it had like gone elsewhere? So is it like it's localized, they know where it is, and it's just a surgery, and then like they'll make sure it's not anywhere else, but like the thought processes is not anywhere else, or like do we know if it's spread? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. That explains a lot. Oh gosh. I know, my character's got some issues, man. Allies in awkwardness. I need that on a t-shirt. Oh, Devin, I love you. Oh my lord. They're so cute, I know. They know where it is. They think the surgery will take care of it. Amazing. I'm so, so glad for you. How's everything been going, like, with your dad, too? How's that process? Is everybody feeling comfortable and confident in the stuff? The stuff has gotta be really, really rough. Not sure about comfortable. Yeah, I mean, as comfortable as you can be. Like, I had, my friend was going through that as well, and when she went into her surgery, it was basically like they had to actually put like reflectors in order to actually know where it was that they needed to like remove, which meant that like basically they thought that it was pretty small and that there wasn't really an issue. And so like it was kind of nice going into those things that she knew, like that they were pretty confident in how everything was going. I can't imagine going, like, I had like grandparents that needed surgeries and you're just like, I don't even know if this is the right thing. So hopefully that at least is some peace, knowing that the doctors are comfortable and, or not comfortable, but like feeling confident in it being a success. So love her pink hair. I know it is really fun. Like all of it is just like their vibes are just so cute. Huh. You're taking the day off. Awesome. I'm glad that you can. I'm sure that that support is definitely needed. It's nice to be able to actually be there and know how it's going. We are the ones that ruin all the fun. I think I know why you've run uncontested all these years. What? A people pleaser. If you're a good mayor, for sure. She's a robot. What the heck? Hi, Brooke. Why are you peeking at me around the corner like a creep? Huh? My cat is like... What in the world? I agree. Totally normal. Amazing. Sounds good. Okay, so this is saving. I don't know, like... Yeah, he's... Well, to be fair, you didn't help. I guess so. Okay, so it's saving. So now I can exit and quit for today. I think I'm at a checkpoint. I think we're okay. Cool. Cool. Do we have any friends that are currently on? I feel like I kind of am too late to get most people right now, but let's take a look. Not anything that I really watch game-wise. I wonder if anybody else is in this right now, in this thing. What is this called? I don't know. Nope, just me. There are 2 viewers of this game right now, this category. Sad day. Okay, well, I don't... I'm not going to go looking. So I'm just gonna be done for today. Tomorrow my siblings and I are gonna be playing Out of Space again, which is really fun. Game that we've been enjoying lately. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. So it should be at about 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah. I appreciate everybody that has stopped by and chatted. We had some fun ranting at the beginning of stream, so that was fun. I mean, I appreciated it because I could talk all day long about my craziness, and I'm sure my husband would appreciate if I just saved it all for here. But, yeah. So I am going to say good night, and I'll see you in like 12 hours if you want to come and say hi, collect another book for your library, cats if you're first. And yeah, I'll have my siblings with me tomorrow. So, yay, we have a book. We're building that library. Fourth wing. It's good stuff. It's good. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You're amazing. I'm gonna roll credits and I'll see you guys later. Bye.